Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 29, so our second last day of the challenge. We're just going to come down onto our mats, pulling the flesh from under the seat bones, getting nice and grounded. Shoulders over hips, back of the spine nice and straight. And just noticing your breath, whether it flows all the way into the belly or if it just goes into the chest. Noticing if you naturally breathe with your mouth or with your nose. And then just gently guiding the breath all the way into the belly through the nose. Filling it up like in a balloon, feeling it expand. And the chest rising. And as you exhale, the chest drops and the belly contracts. You've got nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to be, but right here in this present moment, right now. When you're ready, we'll bring the palms together at hands together at heart center. And we'll begin the practice by chanting Om. So taking a deep breath in. We pay our respects to Indigenous leaders, past, emerging and present. We give thanks to the sages, the rishis and yogis who came before us to share this knowledge of yoga. And we give thanks to Mother Earth, nature, God, divinity, the universe, or your own higher consciousness, whatever you want to call it, for bringing you safely to your mat. And we'll just set our sankalpa, our intention for today's class. Is there an energy you want to bring with you into the new week? Is there something you want to leave behind in the old? Do you want to tap into your resilience, your strength, or maybe into calmness, stillness, and peace? Just gently ask yourself, what do you truly desire? Placing one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. We're going to breathe all the way into the stomach. And gently exhale. Just feeling connected to your body and your breath here. Taking deep inhales in. And smooth and controlled exhales out the nose as well. Listen. Breathing in for a count of 4. And exhaling out for a count of 6. Gently extending that exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. One more here. Gently placing the hands on the knees, we'll move into our box breath. So where we inhale for a count of 4, filling up that box up one side, holding that breath for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 4, and holding that breath 3. So imagining this box of light in your mind with each inhale, holding the breath, exhale, holding the breath, inhale, keep going at your own pace. Each movement of breath creating a line on that box of light in your mind. One more round here. Feeling for 4. Holding it in for 4. Exhaling for 4. Holding the breath out. When you're ready, returning to your regular breath. And just scoop the hands up all the way to the side. Meeting in prayer. Bringing that energy back down through the center line. I'm going to interlace the palms, pressing the palms face forward. Inhaling those hands up. Exhaling them down. Inhale to interlace them behind the back. Opening up that chest. And exhaling, folding forward. Gently releasing the hands. And pressing back up to a nice seat. Doing that again. Circle sweeping the energy up. Meeting in prayer. And exhaling down through the center line. Interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms out. Inhaling up. Exhaling them down and behind the back. Interlacing the hands, pressing the knuckles towards the back of the room. Inhaling nice and tall here. And exhaling, folding forward. Hands release. Back to the knees. Pushing up. One more time. Inhale, circling those arms. Exhaling through the center. Interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms forward. Inhaling up. Exhaling down and behind you. Inhaling, opening up that chest. And exhale, folding forward. And releasing the hands. Pushing into the knees and sitting back up. I'm going to warm up the neck, so inhaling, lifting the sky. And exhaling down, chin to chest. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Nice gentle movements to warm up the body. And coming to stillness, pausing to look ahead. Inhaling here and exhaling over to the right. Inhaling to the front, exhale to the left. Following your own breath. Inhaling to the front, exhaling to the side. Now over to the left, stay looking to the left. I'm going to drop that chin to the left shoulder. And gently half circle, taking the chin across the collarbone. Over to the right. Breathing here. And exhale gently down. Big old kangaroo back there. I've traded in all the cats and the puppies for Australian wildlife. How good. Inhaling and exhaling down and around. So just following your own breath here. Not pushing it too hard. I'm also very excited because my favourite bird is about to hop in front of me and I really hope you guys can see him. No, he's gone. Still doing the head spins. And then over to the right, keeping the gaze to the right. We inhale here. And we exhale, taking the neck back and around. So the chin goes up to the sky. Being very gentle, very careful with this movement. Not wanting to rush these too soon. And then coming back to neutral. Shoulders roll up and back and down. Then just taking the head down to the chin. And you're just going to roll the back vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming into a forward fold. Then pushing into the knees with your hands, rolling back up. Into the sky. And exhaling down. Calibrating, getting a breath here. And taking the head over to the left, dropping that ear to the shoulder. Inhaling that left hand up. And gently placing that hand on the head. Feeling a nice stretch in the right hand side of the neck. Into the shoulders. And gently inhaling back up. Releasing the head. Over to the other side, dropping the right ear to the shoulder. Inhaling that right hand up and gently pulling on that neck. Releasing down and sitting back up. Rolling the shoulders up, back and down. And rolling forward. Beautiful. Turning into your tabletop now. Planting the hands, planting the feet. And dropping into our cat and cow. So dropping the chest, dropping the belly, lifting up. And exhale, pushing into the mat, rounding the spine. Gently inhaling up. And exhaling. Maybe starting to get a bit exaggerated into this, really bending the elbows, really pushing yourself up. Maybe getting into like the side body, rolling the hips a bit, finding whatever movement you want here today. And then gently sending the hips back, opening up the knees, and finding our child's pose. Keeping the arms, spider crawling them out in front of you a little bit. And just melting everything onto the mat. And inhaling, pressing into those hands. Finding our strong tabletop here. And inhale that right leg out and back. Nice and straight behind you. Then exhale, bringing that right knee to right elbow. Inhaling back. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale back. Exhale through. Just getting the core nice and warm back here. Back leg, the glutes. Really trying to press that knee to the elbow. One more here. And placing it down. Moving to the other side, sending that left leg out and back. Nice and strong, core in. Navel to spine. And exhale. Elbow to knee to elbow. Inhale out. Exhale through. Really turning those glutes on as well. One more. And placing the leg down. Gonna gently tuck the toes, finding our hovering tabletop. Nice deep breath here. Exhale the hips up and back. Finding our down dog. Dropping one foot to the mat, then the other, walking the dog. Then finding stillness, pushing back. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Then gently tippy-toeing the feet all the way to the top of the mat. One foot, then the other. And hanging for our forward fold. Hands might find opposite elbows. Nodding the head yes. Shaking it no. And then just allowing your entire body to collapse over the legs. Nice bend in the knees if you like. And dropping the hands, we gently inhale up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders over hips. Standing nice and tall for our Tadasana. Really grounding down through all four corners of the feet, spreading the toes, lifting them up and planting them back down. Slight bend in the knee, tuck at the tailbone, standing nice and tall. Then inhale, circle sweep the arms all the way to the sky. Finding a slight back bend, bringing the hands together. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, dropping down, stepping the right foot back. Right knee drops down, and we inhale all the way up to the sky. And exhale, sink into this pose. Feeling that hip stretcher open. And exhaling the hands down, framing the foot, and stepping back for your down face dog. Inhaling that right leg up to the sky, and finding a nice bend in that knee for our scorpion dog. Hands pushing into the mat, and maybe finding our knee circles. Nice and controlled. Nice big circles drawing with the knee. And then switch it the other way. And finding stillness here in your scorpion dog. Inhaling up to three-legged dog. And exhaling that knee through to touching the right elbow again. So holding it up here, hovering it, and exhaling it back. Inhaling through and exhaling back. One more. Inhaling through, holding it here, and then exhaling back. Last one, bringing the knee through the center, stepping it between the palms, and dropping that left knee. We inhale, scoop the hands up. And exhale to sink into that hip flexor even more. Hands nice and strong here. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping the right foot back to meet the left. Then inhale that left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. And finding that bend for your scorpion dog. Drawing some knee circles, opening up those hips. Doing it one way and then the other. And finding your scorpion. Inhaling back to three-legged dog. We're going to bring that left knee to the left elbow. And exhaling back. Bringing it in. Exhaling back. Another one of those. Holding it here. trying to touch that knee to the elbow. And inhaling back. And exhaling, stepping that left leg in between the hands, finding our runners, dropping that right knee, and inhaling up. Exhaling down, and stepping that right foot up to meet the left. Hanging in our forward fold. We inhale, circle sweep the arms up. And exhale, Tadasana. Feeling nice and strong in this one. Inhale the hands up. Exhale through to heart center. We inhale that left knee up to the chest. Nice and controlled. We open up into our warrior three. Airplaning the arms out behind. Pulling the shoulder blades together, opening up that chest. Maybe tipping a little bit more, lifting that left leg up a bit more. And then exhale, nice and controlled. Stepping that foot back. Bending into that right leg. Finding our warrior two. So inhaling the hands out. Maybe shuffling the feet forward a little bit more, finding this position. Getting nice and strong here. Inhaling and exhale to sink into that right leg even more. We inhale, flip that palm, and take the right hand all the way back, opening up for a side stretch for our peaceful warrior. Nice deep breaths in here. And then we exhale, floating it through, extended side angle. One nice long line of energy. Inhaling back, peaceful warrior. And then exhale through, setting ourselves up for a Trikonasana, our triangle. Lengthening that front leg. Inhaling, reaching all the way across the toes as much as you can, holding it here. Nice strong line of energy. And then exhaling that right hand down. Inhaling that left hand up. Imagining you're being squeezed between two panes of glass. So hips in line with shoulders. Nice and strong through those standing legs. One more inhale here. On the exhale, dropping that left hand down, framing that right foot. And stepping that left foot up to find your pyramid. So bringing it a few feet together, so about 3 to 4 feet apart. Inhaling, halfway lift. And then exhale, folding over that leg. Pulling that right hip in line with the left. Then you're going to plant that left hand by the right foot. I'm going to inhale that right hand up. Finding this twist. One more breath in, twist a little bit more. And exhale that hand down. I'm going to step that right foot back and finding our downward facing dog. I'm going to inhale, wave through to plank. Dropping to the knees and exhaling all the way down to the mat. Hands come out wide, outside of the chest, and we inhale, pushing into them. Finding our baby cobra. And exhale back down. Planting the hands, tucking the toes. We inhale back to our three-legged dog. gently tippy toe the feet all the way to the top of the mat. Finding that forward fold again. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down. Inhale, circle sweep the hands all the way up. And exhale, back to heart center. Inhale, circle sweep the arms. Exhale, heart center. Planting the left foot now. We inhale the right foot up to the chest. And then exhale, finding our warrior three. Sending that right leg back. Nice and strong here. Opening up the shoulders a bit more. Tipping a little bit more, lifting that right leg up. And then gently bending into that left leg. Slowly and controlled, stepping that right leg back. Maybe heel toeing the feet out a bit, finding that warrior two. Bending into the left leg. Inhaling the hands out, nice and strong. Energy shooting through the fingertips. Spine nice and tall. Deep breath in here. And exhale, sink into that left leg even more. Finding the strength in this pose, imagining your inner warrior. Inhale, flipping that hand. And exhale, bringing that right hand back, the left hand up. Peaceful warrior. Still a healthy bend in that left leg. Opening up that side body. Then we got inhale, windmill. The hands down. Left elbow finds left knee. One strong line of energy from the knife's edge of your foot all the way up. Nice deep breath here. And then exhale, taking it all the way back. Inhale, setting up for our warrior two, and then finding our Trikonasana. So straightening that front leg, inhaling, reaching all the way across, fingers touching the side of the wall. And then exhaling those hands down. Finding either the floor, your shin or your ankle. Bringing those hips in line, so if they're out here, bringing them back in line. Really pulling that left foot back towards you, opening up that inside thigh. One more inhale here. Then exhale, taking that right hand down, framing that foot. And just stepping that back foot up a little bit. Finding your pyramid. Inhaling, halfway lift. And then exhaling over that front leg. Pulling that left leg in line with the right. Squaring the hips. And just opening up the hamstring, the calf, the back of the knee. Planting that right hand down next to the foot and inhaling open for our twist. One more inhale here. Then exhale the hand down, finding your vinyasa. So stepping back into your down dog. Rolling through to your plank. exhaling down to your chaturanga. Inhaling up. And exhaling back. And then gently stepping the feet all the way to the top of the mat. As many steps as you can take and finding a forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, Tadasana. Hands pointing forward. We're going to find our eagle. So really grounding down through the left foot. Inhaling that right knee up. Taking the hands out to a T, finding your balance. Bending into that left leg, crossing the right leg over left. And inhaling right arm under left. So right leg over, right arm under. Trying to bring your palms together or the back of your hands together. And then sinking into that leg even more. Sending the elbows out in front of you, opening up the shoulders. Inhaling here. And exhale, drop those hips even more. Standing nice and tall here. And then exhale, standing to release. Grounding down through the right foot this time. We inhale the left leg up. Finding our arms in T, finding that balance. Exhaling left leg over right. Left arm swoops under right. Joining the hands together. And exhaling down. Elbows push out in front of you towards the front of the room. Sinking into that right leg even more, everything drawing towards the midline. One more deep breath here. And exhale with control. Standing back up. And dropping that foot on the ground. Ready? Lift the toes again of that left foot, planting them down. And inhaling that right knee up. Maybe this is enough for you right here. Otherwise, grabbing your right big toe with your peace fingers. And inhaling, kicking that leg out in front of you. Standing nice and tall. Taking a deep breath in. And then exhaling, sending that leg out to the right. Left arm goes left, holding yourself nice and strong. Nice and tall here. Then inhaling back to center. Swapping hands, maybe grabbing the outside of your right foot with your left hand. Right hand behind you. Inhaling here. And then exhaling, see if you can turn and look behind you. Fighting this twist, standing nice and tall. Inhaling back through center. Bending that knee. And releasing it to the ground. Standing nice and tall here, finding our Tadasana. Do the same for the other side now, planting down through that right leg. Inhaling that left knee up. Maybe this is enough for you this morning. That's totally fine. Otherwise, bringing your peace fingers around your left toe. Standing nice and tall here. Inhaling. And exhaling to kick that leg out. Right in front of you. Lifting the foot as much as you can. finding a balance however you like, maybe hand on your hip or out in a T. Inhaling here nice and tall. And then exhale, sending that leg out to the side. The knee can be bent or straight, wherever it is for you today. Nice and tall here. Then exhaling it back through the center. And switching hands. Maybe the right hand finds the outside of the left foot, kicking it forward, and we find our twist. Nice, slow and controlled. Nice deep breath in here. And twist. Inhaling back through the center. Bending that leg. And releasing down. Good job, everyone. Inhaling the hands all the way up. And exhale, folding forward. Heel toeing the feet slightly apart. And then exhaling down for our Malasana. Dropping the hips toward the mat. Pressing hands into each other, opening up that chest. Elbows pressing the knees, knees into elbows. Maybe finding stillness here, or maybe you need some movement this morning so you can rock into one leg and then the other. Opening up those hips however you like. Sitting down. Hips drop into the mat a little bit more. Taking a nice deep breath here. And then exhaling those hands to the mat, sending those hips up to the sky. And dropping the hips down again. I'm going to go through this fluid motion. So inhaling the hips up. And exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. One more time. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Taking one breath in and out here, finding stillness, finding length in the spine. Then you're going to rock into that left leg, dropping that knee to the floor, bringing that left leg behind you, sitting down on that left heel, opening the right foot out, sitting up nice and tall on this leg here, taking a deep breath in. You're going to plant the right hand on the inside of the right knee and inhale those hips up, bending into that right leg. One long line of energy here. And exhaling back down. You're going to turn to face that left leg, spinning around and finding your pigeon. So right knee goes back, dropping the leg down. Left knee to the left wrist, sitting up nice and tall for our half pigeon here. Inhaling up. And then exhaling, folding forward over the leg. Releasing everything down. Deepening the breath here. Just with each exhale, seeing if you can release a little bit more tension. Maybe connecting to the Ujjayi breath here, so constricting the back of the throat and listening to the waves of your breath as you melt into this position. Staying here, or maybe deepening that stretch even more by bending that right leg, reaching the right hand back, grabbing that foot, and exhaling down, finding that quad stretch as well. Pulling that foot into the glute. Taking one more breath here. Exhaling, releasing that foot. And inhaling, pressing into the hands. And finding our way into the center of our mat. And moving into that right leg this time. So coming up onto the knee. Sending it behind you. And sitting on the heel. Sending that left leg out to the side. Kind of like a supported Skandasana. Inhaling here. Sitting nice and tall. Then dropping that left hand, the inside of the left leg. We inhale up. Bending into that left knee. Rising that hand up. And then exhaling back down. Making our way into our pigeon. Finding it however way is easy for you. Bringing that right knee to the right wrist. Inhaling nice and tall. And exhale, folding forward. Melting everything onto the mat. Releasing the tension from the hips, the back of the neck, the shoulders, the face. Remembering if it gets too strong for you at all, just pulling that left ankle back a bit, the right ankle back a bit. Finding what works for you. You're wanting to challenge yourself a bit more. Reaching that left hand back to grab hold of the left foot. Inhaling nice and tall here. Exhale, folding forward. Feeling that quad open. Maybe that Ujjayi breath, tapping that into that one more time to really relax the body. One more inhale and exhale here. And gently releasing that back foot. And pressing into the hands to inhale up. Exhale that leg round. And sending the legs out straight in front of you. Finding our staff pose. Pulling the flesh from underneath the sit bones, sitting up nice and tall here. Inhaling the hands all the way up. And exhale, folding forward. Maybe the hands just come to the thighs, the shins, or grabbing the feet this morning. Inhaling, halfway lift, really lengthening that spine. And exhaling down. Each inhale bringing space into the back of the body. Making space between the ribs, the shoulder blades. And the exhale melts you down even further towards the shins. And inhaling up to seat. Taking the hands back behind you, bending the knees, and inhaling up for our reverse tabletop. Head goes back. And exhaling back down. And this time making your way all the way onto the back. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Rolling down as slowly as you can. You're going to hug that right knee into your chest. Giving it a nice squeeze. Inhaling here. Then exhale, drape it over to the left, keeping the shoulders on the mat. Sending that right arm out long beside you. And turning to face your head so you're looking over your right hand. Finding this easy supine twist here. Each exhale, letting you just melt into that twist a little bit more. And inhaling up through center. Hugging that knee one final time. Then swapping legs. Hugging the left knee into that armpit, squeezing it nice and tight. Inhaling here. And then exhale, pulling it over to the right as you look over to the left. Sending that arm long in front of you. Deep breath in. And then exhale to melt that left knee over to the right a little bit more. Right hand anchoring it down. Inhaling back through the center. Hugging both knees into the chest. Maybe rocking side to side. And finding a happy baby. Pulling down on the edges of the feet. Melting that back into the mat. Taking a deep inhale here. And then exhaling out. Finding a Savasana. Hands going wide of the mat. Feet going wide of the mat. Allowing your mind and your body one more moment of stillness. This time is completely yours. Tapping into the senses, noticing where your body connects with your mat. Noticing any noises and sounds around you. And noticing any smells. Maybe there's a neighbor cooking breakfast, or a flower blooming. Feeling the gentle breeze on your skin, or noticing if the air is completely still. And finally, noticing what images are coming to your mind's eye. What can you see? And tap into your Sankalpa, what your intention was for this practice. And visualize what you want. Hold that image in your mind's eye. Whatever it is you want, whatever it is that moment is, imagine it like you're there right now. What can you feel? What can you touch? What's around you? What can you see? What can you smell? What can you taste? And what can you hear? Connect to all 5 senses that are in that moment that you desire. And just know that you can make this happen. Hold on to this image and take one deep breath into it. Fill yourself with it, with that oxygen, with that prana. And exhale. Inhale what you want. Fill yourself completely with it. And exhale any doubts or fears holding you back. One more time, breathe into that image. And exhale all the fears and doubts. Take one more moment here. And then when you're ready, gently start bringing some movement to your fingers and toes. And rolling onto your left side, hug yourself in the fetal position. Holding yourself, holding onto your desires, and giving yourself one more piece of love, encouragement, and support. And when you're ready, pushing into your palms and coming up to an easy seat. Closing the eyes down, bringing the hands together at heart center. We'll chant Om and Shanti, Shanti, Shanti to close the practice. Taking a deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently bow your heads. Give yourself thanks for turning up today. Give each other thanks for sharing in this practice. And give thanks to your God, divinity, Mother Earth, nature, your own higher consciousness, whatever it may be. I hope you go forward knowing that you deserve everything that you want, and it's totally in your capabilities to achieve it. Namaste.